Supercharge is a Mac app that lets you tweak macOS to enhance your experience. The app features dozens of tweaks that addresses common issues faced by Mac users. In this guide, I'll walk you through my top 10 features of Supercharge to showcase why this app is worth buying. If you have ever installed any app from outside the Mac App Store on your Mac, you know it takes several steps to install it. You first download the DMG file, double-click the file to extract it, drag the app into the Applications folder, and after installation finishes, delete the DMG file and unmount the drive file on your Mac. With Supercharge, all it takes is one click. When you double-click on a DMG file, Supercharge will give you the option to install the app. You click the install button and it will automatically install the app, unmount the disk, and move the DMG file to the trash. How cool is that? To enable this tweak, click on its menu bar icon and open Settings. Open the Tweaks section and scroll to the bottom. Now turn on the last two tweaks. Another one of my favorite features of Supercharge is the ability to launch apps with keyboard shortcuts. Instead of using Spotlight, Launchpad or the dock, I can hit a pre-assigned keyboard shortcut for an app and it will launch in seconds. For example, when I hit Option U keyboard shortcut on my Mac, it automatically launches the Ulysses app. I have assigned keyboard shortcuts to all my favorite apps and launching them with Supercharge saves me a lot of time. To add these keyboard shortcuts, open the Shortcuts tab and scroll to the bottom. Here, you can add all the apps you want to launch with keyboard shortcuts. macOS gives you two ways to hide an app. You can either use the Command H keyboard shortcut to hide the app or use the Command M keyboard shortcut to minimize it. The issue with minimizing an app is that you cannot recall the app using the Command Tab keyboard shortcut. I know you can hold down the Option key while using Command Tab shortcut to bring up the app, but it has always felt like doing finger gymnastics. There's a tweak in Supercharge that solves this issue. To turn on this feature, go to Settings, Tweaks, and turn on the toggle for Unminimize windows when the app becomes active option. Now, you can bring up and minimize the app with just the Command Tab keyboard shortcut. One of the first tricks I teach Windows user when they switch to Mac is how to cut and paste files. On Mac, there's no Command X keyboard shortcut to cut. Instead, you use Command C to copy and Command Option V to move the file to a new location. With Supercharge, you can enable the Move Files with Cut and Paste tweak to use the more intuitive Command X to cut and Command V to paste file. It's a welcome feature for Mac users who have just switched from Windows machine. In macOS, you can use the keyboard shortcut Command W to close an app's window and Command Q to quit an app. However, since these two keys are located next to each other on the keyboard, sometimes you might accidentally quit an app instead of closing its window. Supercharge can prevent this. You can go to the Tweak section in the app settings and choose to quit the apps using Command Shift Q keyboard shortcut, Command plus double tap Q shortcut, or press and hold Command Q keyboard shortcut. I use the Command double tap Q option to quit the apps. Now, I never accidentally quit any app on my Mac. The Finder's right-click context menu is pretty bare bones. Supercharge allows you to add as many items as you want. For example, I have added items that let me copy a file path, view file size, open the airdrop menu, and change the folder color. You can add these context menu items from the Tweak section of the settings. Apple Passwords app has a menu bar companion app that lets you quickly access your passwords. However, there is no keyboard shortcut attached to it. You have to manually click on its menu bar item to access your passwords. You can solve this issue with a tweak in Supercharge. Open the Shortcuts menu in the app setting and under the toggle menu bar item heading, you will find the Passwords option. You can assign a keyboard shortcut and use it to open the Passwords menu bar app. You can use the F1 and F2 keys on your MacBook to change the brightness of your MacBook display. However, there is no such option for increasing or decreasing your keyboard brightness. You have to open the Control Center and then use the keyboard brightness button to adjust the brightness on your MacBook's keyboard. The Supercharge app allows you to manipulate your keyboard brightness with simple keyboard shortcuts. Just assign the keyboard shortcut you want to use, and then you can use it to change the keyboard brightness without using the control center. Mission Control is an amazing feature of macOS that lets you see all the app windows at the same time. While this works great for switching between app windows, you cannot perform any actions like closing a window or quitting the app from Mission Control. Supercharge lets us do this. Once we enable this feature from the tweak section, we can use any of our modifier keyboard shortcuts including Command W, Command Q, Command H and Command F to quit an app, close an app's window, hide an app or minimize an app directly from the Mission Control. This makes managing app windows a lot easier and saves us a ton of time. In macOS, there is no way to tell when an app has a hidden window because the operating system gives you no indication of a hidden app. The only thing you can do is click on the apps in your dock to see if it has an open hidden window. You can change that with a tweak in Supercharge. Just enable the tweak for dim icons of hidden apps, and whenever you hide an app, its icon will fade. Now, you will always know which app has an open but hidden window. Supercharge also gives you access to several quick settings of macOS via its menu bar items. You can hide all windows, show the desktop, toggle between dark and light mode, turn on grayscale colors, and so much more. You can also assign keyboard shortcuts to these settings to quickly toggle them on or off. Just like these quick features I mentioned, Supercharge packs dozens of other tweaks and shortcuts that are similarly useful. So download the app and share with us your favorite tweaks. Watch these videos next to discover some of our favorite new Mac apps. I will see you there. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day.